everyone, week 16 of the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. So today we've got something with a spine. I've got these little leaves. Look at those. Aren't they sweet? Very cute. Made from wood or wood grain. Well, couldn't find anything made from wood. Had a hunt outside, but the sticks were too thick and yeah, ran out of time. So I've got this wood grain. It's just from an old card that I pulled apart, had a heart on it, so I'm leaving that on there. So that will be fine. An illustration, I found this old Coca-Cola one here. So I thought that was quite cute. A bit of purple, so I've got purple on my eco-dyed paper. Look at that, look at the colours. I've got a whole video on what I did with those if you want to go and search for that. But that purple colour is, I believe, from geraniums. I think it was geraniums. And then a business card, so I've just got my own business card. Thought I may as well just use that. I thought I had another one actually, but I must have used it in a journal that I'm just in the middle of making. And that's that. And then a portion of a food or drink label. Well, we've got Coca-Cola on the bottom of there anyway, but I'm probably going to rip that. I don't really know. All right, let's get started. I'll grab my book and we'll do this week's collage. Alrighty, let's go. I thought what I would do, just to give a bit of background onto these daggy pages, is just draw some purple crayon lines just to break up this awful pattern that's on here and give me something else to focus on. So let me just do that first. You'll notice I'm wearing purple as well. It's actually got cold here in Western Australia. Finally, everybody is over the hot weather. Well, everybody, me. Being originally from the UK, I am over it. All right, let's try that. Great, let's get our bits and pieces and have a wee go at what we're doing. See, when I had them on my desk, it looked like they were small, and then when you put them on this page, they look absolutely huge. So I might have to cut this down a bit to get my purple behind it. So as much as I don't want to break it up, it is a collage, so let's cut right through the Coca-Cola, which kind of fits with our prompts anyway. A portion of food or drink label is my extra or bonus, so that will go there maybe. I just love this paper. Look at that. You can see the leaves where the leaves were. It's just beautiful. I know that this looks too white. That crayon might come in handy again later. I was having a bit of a look at it last night and I thought even if I colour her dress in or something with a little bit of crayon, you know, just here, it might look better. And I'm thinking that the frame needs to be gold, so I might paint that with gold paint. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me just try and see where everything's going to start with. Might be a really good idea. She's got a beautiful face. It was actually a proper Coca-Cola advertisement back in the day. Here's my spiny little leaves, which I absolutely love. They're so beautiful. So they can go maybe there. Maybe coming out of that hole would be good too. Maybe one like that. Alright, wood grain with my little bit of heart left on it. Not really sure where that's going to go. I guess it could poke through there, through the hole. Maybe the heart could poke through the hole. Let's have a wee look at that. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay. Let's not try to be too clever, hey? could have the wood grain a little bit coming through the hole. I think my leaves just look better on the darker part of the purple. And we've still got my business card and maybe a bit like that. It's not very colourful this week, is it? Definitely need some purple on here. And maybe I'll cut down a bit of the back as well. Because it's actually that bit there that I actually need. So let's chop off some of this. And a little bit down that edge so it's not so straight. Yeah, the paper is just sort of breaking up. Poor, it was, if you watch the video, it was boiled and then, I don't know, within an inch of its life. Take that top bit off. I think that's better, to be honest. And then this over the top. Yeah, that's better. So we're just getting a glimpse of the purple. A bit of purple, it said. This is quite good too, because through there you can see those purple lines that I did, and I didn't intend that, but that is like a happy consequence, I guess, of just trying something different. If I just make them a little bit darker there, a little bit thicker, just in that part. These are just the kids' crayons that I've got for the grandkids when they come. All right, so that's good because you can see the purple lines through the hole that came in the paper when I actually boiled it up. And you can still see the purple. So that's good. And you can see the other purple lines. So yeah, I'm quite liking that. I will ink around here. I don't think I've got any purple ink though. That's the only problem. I was even looking up last night. I said to my husband, what makes purple paint? And I think he looked up, it was blue and red makes purple. We used to know that when we went to school, but hey, that was a long time ago. All right, and my leaves like this. Somehow coming out of there. Might be nice if it went over the top of there, I guess. And then my bits of wood grain, as it were. That's quite nice with the heart kind of showing through there. And then I've got my other bit here on my card, which will probably go over here. Maybe something like that. And they cross over like that. Okay, let's get my glue stick and start sticking it down. I'm just trying to give it sort of a gilt frame kind of look. I'm hoping that that's how it will dry. It's nice and gold. Paint actually might be a little thin, but it will dry good. You can see on the bag here where I've used the end of the, what was left on the paintbrush just to wipe against the bag. That was on something else after I finished last week's. hoping when it dries you can sort of see the pattern through it as well, which I think you will be able to, which will be good. See, I just used up what was on my paintbrush, which is going to be coming through the holes of my piece of paper, my 2 stripes, and then there's a little bit of gold on there now. So I just used up what was on the paintbrush. Alright, so there is my lady with her gold frame, which turned out pretty good actually. I just dried it with my heat gun. So let's get this stuck down, which is my first piece. And I'm going to stick all up here, but I have to leave this bit because I think I've got to still put my piece of this and my card through it as well. So let me just loosely glue it so that I can see what I'm doing next. Actually, that's darker, that side, isn't it? No, I still like that side. Alright, let's just do up here. Down here, and I think I'll do up to the hole, and then we'll see from there where we're at. So this is with my stripes coming through and my gold about there, I think. Okay, and my little lady, she can go up there, and I won't stick the bottom of her down. My leaves were going through here. I think they look better against the darker part there. So we might pull her a bit more over to the side. Alright, let's get her stuck down, well, at least the top part of her as well, just so that we know where we're at. I'm going to leave the bottom parts just for those cards and those wood grain bits so that I can get them stuck under. Oops, sorry. Still got my ruler sitting there. About there. Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's do our wood grain, which I think was going with a little tiny piece showing through the hole, and the heart. I don't really know what the heart was about. I think it was a piece of old card or something. I take a little bit more of that off there. Then the heart can come across a bit. May as well use it, I guess, seeing as it's there. I think like that. So let me get glue on that. Should really do that over here. We're still straight, there we go. I do have to kind of push that up. So that's a bit white there. I might just give that a little bit of purple going over there like that, just so it blends in a bit better, so that's better. Now our leaves, so got one leaf there, looks really nice against the dark, and another leaf there. I think they look nice there. They're so pretty, aren't they, with the spines on them. They're so fine as well, they'll rip easy. Let's leave them so that they're not absolutely stuck down. This one's already falling apart. It's got holes in it. To be really super careful with them. But they look really nice against the purple. They really stand out. They could maybe do with a little bit of gold on them as well, but that's okay. Next will be to put the business card, maybe with a bit more of the wood grain behind it, somewhere there. If I do that, it's going to totally cover over that hole, and I quite like it. Okay, let's try something else. Well, I guess I don't have to see my card. I can push it through there like that. I maybe should have tried to have that in the hole. Oh, well, there you go. I could put my name up in that little hole there, and that is the business card. Maybe I'll do that. So much for doing my stripes and my gold paint. It didn't work out in the end. That's crafting for you. You never know what's going to happen. I'm glad I didn't stick that down, that part there. So let's put my card under there like that and stick that down. Oh, this paper is like very, very fragile. I'm hoping it won't rip. There we are. So we won't need that second piece of wood grain, that can go over there. Let's stick this down as well. Ended up with a little bit of a crease there. See if I can iron it out. That's not too bad. Oh dear, that just keeps falling over. All right, I am pretty happy with that. That's turned out pretty good. So I've got all my elements. Now I'm just going to shade her in just slightly with a bit of purple crayon. I wasn't game to try the paint mixture. Let's just see if these kids' crayons will add a bit of colour to her pretty dress. Yeah, it just adds a little bit of something, doesn't it? Good. All right, now we said adding a little bit of gold to the leaves, I think. back. Wet, yep. Still got a little bit of wet on it, so let's just see if I can brush these, just not doing too much. That's a bit better, I think. I just used up a bit of the paint on the brush up in the corner. And it just fills up that corner nicely. So you'll see the leaves are nice and dry now with the gold paint on. And we've got the purple stripes in the background. So let's go through our prompts. Something with a spine, we've got our leaves. Made from wood or wood grain, we've got our little card in the background here. An illustration, we've got our Coca-Cola lady. And a bit of purple, we've got the purple eco dyeing on the back of the dictionary page, and I also coloured in a bit of her dress and hat with purple. Business card is my business card here, just poking through the little hole that I made when I eco dyed the paper. So thanks very much for watching, I really appreciate it. And as usual, I'll see you next week for week 17. Boy, the weeks are flying by. Bye-bye for now. See ya.